Hello everyone for joining with me for today's webinar. So today I'm going to talk about football. So let's start. So my name is Aayan. I am a student at Hatfield School at Brainiacs High Grade. I am 14 years old. My favorite hobbies are to play football, to watch movies and play games. So now let's start on the topic. So today's topic is football. So, what is football? Football is a sport and a game involving two teams of 11 players who is trying to maneuver the ball into the other team's goal without using their hands or arms. The team that scores more goals football wins the match. Football is the world's most popular game in numbers of participants and spectators. To for we advance, like when Argentina won the World Cup, they had about 10 million people for the parade because of the participants and spectators. So it's very famous all around the world. Now we can go through the equipments. So what are the equipments needed for playing football? So you need jersey, shorts, football boots, socks, shin pad, gloves. So gloves is only necessary if you want to be a goalkeeper, which means you have to, which in a goalkeeper can use their hand to save the ball, to protect the ball from going inside the net. So they have to wear gloves. Shin pad is for everyone. It is compulsory for a match. When you play a match, you have to wear shin pad. You wear shin pad right above your ankle. Shin pad is important because of injury. In football, we may get injuries. Like if we are having the ball, the opposition team is trying to take the ball from us. If he accidentally hits at our ankle or above our ankle, we get injured. So sometimes we get very badly injured. So to protect it, we wear shin pads and we put socks. So, rules. There are 17 rules in football, but I am only sharing five of them. So, r- first I'll share rule 3, the players. There are 11 players in a team. Total is 23, including substitutes. So, I'll explain it. So, 11 players in one team and the opposite, including goalkeeper, there is 11 player in one team. So, when you play a match, substitutes are basically if a player gets injured or like if a player is tired, we use substitutes to replace them to help and it is compulsory to have 11 players, more than 15 players in a team. And as I said, equipments, it is when you're playing an important match, like if you're playing in a tournament or if you don't wear these equipments, the most likely is you will not be able to play in the tournament because of the rules. And that is rule 4. And next we can go to rule 7, the duration of the match. So a football match is 90 minutes long. And so the first half, there is two halves, like we cut it into half. So the first half is like, what can I say? So the first half, there are 45 minutes. So players play for 45 minutes in first half. And so like now you are playing 45 minutes and many of you thinking there will be extra time. The main reason for extra time is like when somebody gets tackled or gets injured, the injured time goes like we are not using that time to play football. It says simply our time is going. It's like we are wasting time but not wasting because we are helping the player who got injured. So if a player gets injured or 2 or 3 minutes is of the time is gone, we get 3 minutes extra time at like when it's 45 minutes, when it's half time. And players get a 15 minutes break to rest to have a team talk, to change position for yeah, for like that. And yeah, okay. 1 minute. Yeah. So that is the duration. After the 15 minutes break, we will have another 45 minutes. So mainly when you play in a tournament, for example, the World Cup, I think there is 8, 12, yeah. So there is before there is about 50 people which play for a qualifying match who can play in the World Cup. So after the 50, only 32 teams get selected to play in the FIFA World Cup. So when you play in the FIFA World Cup, when if you get qualified, the knockout round starts. So first stages, I think the 32, like there will be 32 teams, so it will be a knockout stage. So in that, if you get draw, like even if it's 90 minutes and both the team doesn't score, each team it gives you 30 minutes extra time. Like after the 90 minutes, you get after the 90 minutes you get 30 minutes extra time. So it's basically like after the 90 minutes you play for 15 minutes, and there's a half time again which you again get a 10 to 15 minutes break. After that, you can get like you play the next 15, and even if it's a draw by then you go on to penalties. In penalties, each team gets 5 penalties. If it's a draw, they continue doing it until one team wins. Now we can go to rule 11, offside. So if you are outside and you get the ball, the referee will blow the whistle, and the opposition team gets the ball. The reason why we can the what does offside mean? So offside basically means, uh, imagine you are in a football ground and there is a defender near you and the goalpost is ahead of you. You are past the defender. Like you are past the defender is in front of you. So it's offside because it gives you an advantage. So because of the advantage, if you get the ball and you score, you win. So to deny that advantage, we have. So if your arms, if your any body part is uh, like if it's beyond the defender, then it's called offside, and the other team gets the ball. Yeah. So that is offside. Now we can go to free kicks, rule 13. So free kicks are given when some player tackles you. It's not like tackles are considered as foul when it doesn't touch the ball. Imagine you have the ball at your field and you are playing football, and a player comes and tackle you. If he touches the ball and then hits your leg, it's not a foul. But even if you get injured, it's not a foul, because when you touch the ball, the intention of the tackling is to stop the ball, not the because when you stop the ball, then the person cannot score. So even if accidentally if you tackle but you do not touch the ball, instead hitting the player's feet directly, it is considered foul. So you get free kick. The opposition team is awarded a free kick. Now we can go to rule 19. So rule 19 is corner kicks. Corner kicks is like a football ground, and imagine a pitch. One side is yours and the other side is the opposition team's half, and other side is your half. So in your half, if your player touches the ball and kicks it out, out of the line, the end line, the line which has the goalpost, it is considered as corner. It is kept as corner mainly because of one reason. Because if it's not a corner, then the team goalie will get a kick off. So it's very advantageous. Means you can. It's very useful, but that's because it's very useful. It's because if you do like that, if a player is coming to you and you kick at your own line, then the player has to go back. So for the other play, it's unfair. So that's why if you kick out of your own line, the other team gets corner. Same happens to the opposition team also. If they also do that, you get a corner. Now we can go to key skills and techniques. Passing and receiving. Passing and receiving is the most common, important, and basic thing you have to learn. Because wi- if you have seen football match or if you have fan of football match, you can see passing and receiving. Passing and receiving is a way to get forward. Means because there is imagine you and your friend. You are a group, a three group friend. So you three are playing football. So one is a defender and the other two are the attackers. So the attackers have the ball. So if I have the ball, I pass it to my friend. The defender, like if I have the ball, the defender will come near me to get the ball and attack. But because of passing and receiving, if I pass when the defender comes to me, he has to run all the way to my friend to get the ball. And before by the time he runs, my friend can already go inside the box, shoot, and score a goal. So it's very important. So I'll show you passing and receiving. As you can see, this is a picture of a board. So you can see the center part, right? This center part and the center of the ball. When you're passing, uh, you this center part and the center have to ball have to hit directly, and you should not put your feet on the ground. Like it's your feet should be in the air, and you should pass using this center part and your weak foot. Like I am left foot in football, so right foot is my weak foot. So if your friend is straight, put your weak foot in the direction where your friend is. If it's at right, put it to little right. So like that, put your weak foot there and receiving. So when you get a pass, receive it take if you have seen cricket, when the player catches their ball, they don't keep their hand like this. They take their hand back because it reduces the power and the speed of the ball. Like that in football also. When you are getting the ball, move your leg back slowly uh, slowly means at the speed is the ball is coming. So if you go slowly, the ball will also stop. So that's how you receive, and your weak foot to the direction where the ball should go, and using your strong foot, using this middle part and the center of the ball, you can pass to your friend or anyone. And as you see this forward part is used for shooting where your thumb is. So basically, shooting comes under the ball. You have to hit right under the ball with force, and as you practice, you get better at it. Now, dribbling. Dribbling is very important because when you do dribbling, it gives you ball control. So, in training, you have to keep some cones and dribble past them like zigzag and all. Because when you dribble, you have good ball control and it can be an advantage. Because when the defender is coming, because of your good ball control, you can just go back the defender easily and yeah. Go past him easily and go to the post and shoot. So that's one easy. And so dribbling is very important because it gives ball control, and because of ball control, for you passing and receiving will be easy. Because whenever you get the ball, you can control it in your own way. So that's why we do dribbling. Next is shooting. As I told, shooting is important for finishing. So I use this part, and this is a. So with this part, when you shoot underneath the ball, it goes with power. You have to shoot with power for a reason, because if you shoot too slow, there will be a goalkeeper in the opposition team. So he can easily catch your ball. So he can easily catch your ball. So you have to practice and learn to shoot with power. So there's different. You can shoot curve, you can shoot, and there are different types of passes: high drive and low drive. Low drive passes are more like ground ball but little high. High drive are long passes but high ball. And defending. Defending is very important in football. Like attacking itself, when your team, when you are the defender in your team, the opposition comes to attack. You have to defend you have to defend, uh, because if the opposition scores, it is either a tie or uh, you lose the match. So defending is very important. So defending, I would say the main part of defending is to get the ball and play it forward. So if an opposition is coming, try to take the ball away from him. If there is no, like, if no one is there to support you, means if you see the player is too far away, you can clear the ball. Just shoot it as hardly you can. That is clear. So it's not necessary always. So if you can take the ball and pass it to a forward, like center mid, and you can like go forward and your team passes and goes to attacking. And next is goalkeeping. Goalkeeping, if relevant, like most of us, most of us don't take goalkeeping, but goalkeeping is one of the most important parts in football, because if your team, even if the defending phase, all relies on goalkeeping. So goalkeeping is very, eh, looking at it might be easy, like how he catches the ball, how he dodges the ball, but it's very hard, because when you are a goalkeeper, you don't know when the player will shoot. You will not know where the player will shoot. You will know. So it's very, and the goalkeeper is one who can control the team, because the goalkeeper at the very end and it's standing, it can see the whole game. So it can see where the defenders are, where the center mids are, where the attackers are. So if the opposition tells the if a opposition team gets the ball, the goalkeeper basically does is tell the defenders to fall back. Because if the opposition teams come near us, very near us, if we try to fall back, we will lose our balance. Means we have to look at the post and the player also. So this gives us the opposition team a what advantage. So that's why goalkeeper tell fall back, yeah, like that. So that's one main reason. And yeah, so there are many types of formation in football, because uh, if your opposition team is 4-3-3, and there are different types of football, because the way your formation is, the way you can attack, you can defend, or you can, like I'll say, my team is 4-2-4. Four attackers, two center mids, and four defenders. So it's easy for me, because if I give my ball to if I am the defender, if I give the ball to the center mid, I can easily give the ball to one of the attackers. He can go forward and he can pass to his teammate, and he can shoot the ball if he wants to. So that's one thing. So that's why there are different types of formation. If the other team has different formation, you can also, because depending on your formation, like I said, you can attack or do whatever you. Now are the fundamentals of football. There are eight fundamentals, but I think these are the four fundamentals: skill, training, strategy, and teamwork. Skill is because to get past opponents it's not very easy in football. That's why you do dribbling. When you do dribbling, you get better ball control. And when you get better ball control, you can do skills. Uh, which help you get past the other opposition team defenders and all. Then is training. In football, stamina is very important because for 90 minutes you have to run here and there, attacking, defending, helping the teammate. Like that, you have for 90. So stamina is so you have to train very hard to do to increase your stamina, to increase your play. Like that, you have to try very hard. Then is strategy. Strategy is like when you're playing the game, you decide you if you are playing game, you notice the opposition team has this lag. Like strategy means like the player in the right side is not feeling well. His stamina is low. So you you can use that as an advantage because you know his stamina is low. So you can easily go past him. So you will use the right side when you want to go attack. So you will go to the right side, go past him, and he cannot catch you because his stamina is low. So like that we can use strategy in football and teamwork. It's very important thing. Teamwork because football is not a solo game, it's a teamwork game. You have to pass, like you have to communicate, pass, do everything through team. So if you pass to your teammate, like I would say 4-3-3. Imagine have the ball, you have teammates, there are 11 people in a football team, okay? When you play. So left including goalie there are 11. So if I take you, then there is 10. So if you have the ball, you have 10 people which you can pass to. So you can, by passing them, you can. One thing is, if you keep on passing and the opposition team tries to catch you, their stamina will get low because they keep on running. So when you realize their stamina is low, or when you see a chance for attacking, you attack and you communicate because if you tell the teammate to be there, if he goes there and you pass the ball to him, he can shoot and win. So,
Yeah, and can you disable? Do you know how to disable the drawing?
no,
Actually, when you are sharing, there is a three dots in your
yeah,
screen. Click on that, and there will be disable annulation.
yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are very important. Now it's time for Q&A. If you have any doubts, please ask. Any questions? Any doubts?
I don't think so. Ayan, you can ask them. You can call out their name and ask if you want.
Okay, I will go. Adit, can you tell me the fundamentals, four fundamentals which I told?
What?
I just explained the four fundamentals. What are the important four fundamentals of football? Can you name them? Anyone who
Uh,
knows can raise your hand, okay?
what do you like mean by fundamentals?
Like I told, 4 points.
Yeah.
Now, which are fundamentals, which are very important in football?
Not too sure.
Ayan, can I tell?
Abigail has raised her hand, so I think. Yeah, Abigail, can you tell?
I know one. I know only one.
No problem.
Skill.
And how is skill useful?
I doesn't know.
Yeah, Alim, you can tell.
Yeah, skill, uh, training, strategy, and teamwork.
Can you tell why skill is useful in football?
So when you get better in dribbling, you will have ball control. So you can like pass the defenders by using like skills.
Yeah, thank you. It was correct. Now I would like to call um I would like to call Russell. Aaron, I will ask you a question, okay? Aaron, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you explain what offside is? Do you
I
know
have a
what off?
question to ask. Ayan, can I ask one question? I want to know.
Yeah.
Uh, when two teams play football and they hit equal number of goals, so how do we come to know? How do we know about who is going to be the winner? If you had mentioned, I did not hear that part. So can you explain me how is it?
So a match of 90 minutes, and if the both teams is a tie, like this, if the score is tie, they go on to extra time, which has 30 minutes. So even if it goes tie on that, they move up to penalties. And each team has 5 penalties. Most of the times, in 5 penalties itself, the winner is decided. And in penalties, mainly like kept on goalkeepers because they are very important in penalties because penalties are very hard and crucial for them to save. So in penalties, they decide by penalties they decide who is the winner.
Thank you, Ayan. Thank you.
Any more questions? Um, so thank you everyone for joining the webinar with me to learn about football, to know interesting things about football. And yeah, so thank you
Yes,
everyone for
Aayan.
joining this
It
webinar.
was a
And
nice session, okay? It was nice one. Well done.
so I think we can end it.
So can we leave?
Yes, yes, dear. So yeah, thank you, Ayan. You researched really well, okay? The presentation was also very nice. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. So can we leave? Bye.
So bye.